Hello, good morning. I hope find you well. So today we have a new poetry. It's called Blessing. But firstly, let me share the screen. As you see now here, listen, we have a perfect poetry. It's called A Blessing. But firstly, let me annotate a spotlight. Yes, here we are. Here is the blessing for the author James Wright. And can you see here this in the background? Of course, this helps you to understand the worldly or the entirely poetry. Background here, he tries to tell you that in 4,000 of years, people have relied on horse to carry their belongings. Of course, in this part, listen, he means the useful or the function of the horses, try to get our belongings and uh, relied on horses to carry our belongings. Plow fields and take them farther and faster than they could go on their own 2 feet. He means at this part it started to get faster and farther. So here this is the function of the horses, just get our belongings and get our faster of than the people, the human, and it's more about the relationship with horses is not only about work. The relationship with horses is not only about work. We can share a deep emotional connection with these graceful animals. We can share a deep emotional connection with these graceful animals. Now let's start to read the poetry itself. Just off highway to Rochester, Minnesota. Rochester, Minnesota here that's in the play, or the place, I mean the setting place. Rochester, Minnesota. Twilight bounds softly forth on the grass. Here is the name of two horses. Bounce. Bounce here does mean walk gladly, walk happily. Bounce softly forth on the grass. And the eyes of those two Indian ponies, the eyes of those two Indian ponies, darken and kindness, darken and kindness. So here, this in twilight, the two horses come gladly, and their eyes were perfect, were amazing. Of those two Indian ponies, their eyes filled with darken with kindness, filled with, as you see here in this picture now. Can you see the eyes? It's called ponies, okay, because it's in narrow and darkness, darken and kindness. They have come gladly out of two pillows, of the pillows, to welcome my friend and me. We step over the barbed. We step over the barbed wire into the pasture, where they have been grazing all day. Grazing here does mean eating a little stuffs. Eating a little stuffs. Have been grazing all day alone. They ripple tensely. They ripple tensely. They can hardly contain their happiness that we have come. He means here that saying they have a lot of happiness. He could hardly contain their happiness that we have come. And he tries to make him put some personification or some literary terms. Okay, like similarly here, when he says in the bow or they bow shyly as with swans. Now it is simile because he made comparison between they, the horses, two horses and swans. Here is that in both of them got shyly. They bow their heads shyly as with swans. They love each other. They love each other. There is no loneliness like theirs. There is no loneliness like theirs. He means that the two horses now is like the peaceful life or the happiness life with no loneliness there. Okay? I hope so. It's gonna be understand for you or clear enough for you. And see you tomorrow, inshallah. I'm gonna work explanation and complete the rest of the poetry. Thank you so much for interesting and see you tomorrow, inshallah. Bye bye.